So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is to go to play64.com and download the Project 64 emulator together with the xaxaxaxaxaxaxaxa netplay plugin. You'll find the link in the description. So now that you've downloaded the bundle, you simply unzip it or unrar it, and after that you run the application, preferably as administrator. So what you want to do now is to go to Options, then down to Settings, and then Plugins, then Input Controller plugin, and make sure that the xaxaxaxaxaxaxaxaxa netplay plugin is selected. Then you hit Apply and OK. So what you want to do after that is to go to File, then open ROM and select whichever game you want to play. And it's very important that you and whichever friend you're planning on playing with has the exact same ROM file as you do, because otherwise you might run into some problems. So now that you've opened your game, you'll be met by this window, which may seem a bit daunting at first, but it's super easy to work with. So first of all, you might want to choose a nickname, and how you do that is that you type /name and then you type in whichever name you want. So now that we have a name, we want to host a server for our friends to join. So all you have to do is type /server and then whichever port you want to use. I went with 1337. So now that your server is up, you're pretty much good to go. All you need now is some friends to play with. All your friends have to do is to type /connect and then your IP together with the port you chose. In my case it'll be 1337. If you're unsure what your IP is, you can just go to whatismyip.com and copy and paste it. So once everyone's connected and you're ready to play, all you have to do is type /start. If you experience lag, you can play around with the /lag command. The default value is 5, but you can play around with it pretty much all you want in order to decrease latency problems. If your friends are unable to connect to you, it'll most likely either have to do with your firewall or your ports. I personally had to port forward in order to get it to work. What you need to do is to connect to your router and manually forward the port you're planning on using. It might sound difficult, but it's actually fairly easy, especially if you go to portforward.com, since they got guides covering just about every single router model you can think of. Now let's say port forwarding doesn't work, or if it's too difficult, you're still left with a few options. One way of bypassing this problem is to use a VPN program to set up a virtual network. In short, all these programs do is to trick you and your friends' computers into thinking that there's a network connection between you, which also means there's no need for you to open any ports. Which programs you want to use is entirely up to you. I'd personally suggest either Hamachi, Game Ranger or Tungle. Using this in Project 64 is the exact same procedure, the only difference being that you use the IP from the VPN program rather than your actual IP. So yeah, that's about it. If you want to find game ROMs, I'm sure there's a billion places you can get them online, and it shouldn't be too difficult for you guys. So yeah, good luck and have fun.